This is breaking news.
We're staying on top of breaking news live at 5. The El Dorado fire continues to burn just west of the Coachella Valley. It has now scorched over 10,000 acres and is just 16% contained. The cause of the fire, a smoke-generating pyrotechnic device at El Dorado Ranch Park. Officials say it was used at a gender reveal gathering. 2 people have been injured, including 1 firefighter. We have continuing breaking news coverage on the fire and the weather. First Alert Chief Meteorologist Haley Clausen will have a look at the Santa Ana winds expected to pick up tonight that could complicate all of this. And we begin with News Channel 3's Danny Romero live in Yucaipa. And Danny, how are firefighters preparing for this next stage of this battle and those winds?
John, I'm standing right where this fire started, and although you can't really see any flames from this point, take a look behind me to see the damage. The fire scorched all the way to the ridge of the mountain. This blaze bringing a big challenge for these firefighters. That voice you hear is Jerry Charneski's 6-year-old granddaughter cheering on the firefighters working aggressively to contain this fire.
Everybody, please. Thank them. They're doing a great. I don't know how they do it. I have no idea. It was hot at my house and the fire was clear across the mountain on the other side of us.
Charneski and her family watched crews attack it by air, dropping fire retardant and water into the night.
All night long we watched it go by. 2 o'clock in the morning was the worst. And I thought, those guys are really close. How do they stand that heat?
Over 700 firefighters on the front lines pushing through difficult terrain to gain the upper hand on containment. Our state facing some of the worst conditions we've ever seen, with dozens of infernos cascading from the north to south with no end in sight.
Limitation of resources, and that we're spread pretty thin. We've got a large fire going on, a pretty dangerous fire going on the Angeles. There's one south in San Diego. So we're sharing those resources.
Not only are resources stretched thin, but that smoky sky and wind making it difficult for air support.
There's no good visibility, then we won't have the planes up. And I think people don't realize that when it gets really windy, we can't fly.
And with those Santa Ana winds expected to pick up, firefighters are preparing.
We've been working really hard the last 3 days to get our lines, our containment lines, strengthened so that the fire won't cross, that the lines are cold, that there aren't any embers to blow. We don't want any spot fires.
All last 2-3 days, just pumping water, getting water, dropping the fuzz check. So they're doing it. They're doing it very well, and we really appreciate them.
And those winds have not really picked up quite yet, but those firefighters are definitely preparing for those winds. Stay with News Channel 3 as we keep you updated. Live in Yucaipa, Danny Romero, News Channel 3.